Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this time we're going to talk about just some things I heard, and let's get into it. This time I was actually speaking with the young lady from the Philippines, as a matter of fact, that actually does all of my video editing and stuff like that for me, and talking about something else, and it came up and what she actually thought, because she sees my content more than anybody because she's the one who does the editing, right? It came up about like what her opinion was on me, and she actually said a bunch of very, very kind words, I must say, but then she also said that she thinks that I'm running from something. It got me to thinking, and I had to make a big clarification on that. So I am definitely not going because I am running. I'm going, and I think there's a huge distinction here, is I'm tired. I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted of everything. I'm exhausted of the grind. I'm exhausted of the workload, of the manipulation. And let me be very clear, it's not that I don't see some inherent issues going on over in the Philippines, like they don't have their own level of problems or whatever, but the difference is, as being a foreigner, it's just none of our business, right? So it's to be removed from it and be able to take a step back away from your own cultural shenanigans, right? And being able to be somewhere where you can just step back and even look at your own situation from a different light, and also be able to just stop for a little bit. And I think it pulls a lot of things in question. When I went there the first time, after being there a month and away from all of this, I was blown away how a lot of my opinions changed. But the reason I'm going is, like I said, I'm just exhausted. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of just everything here. I'm tired of just grinding all the time. Everything is so competitive here and so polarized here. The interactions between men and women, I'm exhausted. The interactions between friends, I'm exhausted. The interactions, or lack thereof, interactions with even family. It's just exhausting. After spending so much time being tired, to be able to slow down. I keep saying this over and over and over. A slower pace, even if it's just to recharge your batteries, it's worth its weight in gold. And that is why I'm going. I'm not going to run from something. I'm going to start the next phase, the new chapter, whatever that is, and for however long that takes, I'm okay with it. But that's what I'm going for. That's what it's about, and that's what it's for. I don't have anything to run from. Speaking with my old man, he was saying that, you know, if he had the things that I had when he was my age, he would never leave, and it's crazy. That's what I want to do. But when you're just tired, and I think that when you reach a certain point, there's just no undoing it. And if it's something that I can universally say that seems to be true, at least from my perspective, is I think there's a lot of us guys out here that are just tired. But thank goodness to technology, and because of just how things are in the world and blah, this is like the first time that en masse we can really do something and see another alternative easily. You know, of my father's generation or whatever, it wasn't like it is now, that you can just, even if you don't go, you can see it, and that creates a longing in you to just get outside of this box. You used to be just stuck in your little thing. So if you were tired or alone or whatever, you just had to just grind through it. Well, I'm here to tell everybody that you don't. You don't have to just grind through it. There are other options. And yeah, it might take some hard work. It might take some sacrifices. It might take some energy and things like that, but there are alternatives. There are ways to be innovative enough to change the dynamic. This is just what I'm doing. And I encourage everyone to do whatever it is that they need to do to change that dynamic, so they don't have to feel exhausted. I have no intentions on spending the rest of my days until I'm 80 years old working and grinding, and I'm just not gonna do it. And for me, that's what this is. This is not an escapism. This is not running. This is not because things are so bad here for me, because on paper, everything here for me looks fantastic. But it's about your mental health and your personal inside and something is not right there, right? And that's why I'm going. And so I want to make it very clear, and it got me to thinking that if the person who edits my video think that, I definitely don't want all of you to think that same thing. I think that's a very important distinction as to what I'm doing and why I'm going. Definitely not running. I don't have anything to run from. As a matter of fact, there are plenty of people, including my partner at work, that absolutely does not want me to go. But it's what I need to do to grow to the next stage, right? To do the next big thing. And that's kind of the purpose of it. And I just wanted everybody to know that is the reason. And I can't imagine that I'm the only one that feels that way, that feels tired and just can't do it anymore, right? And what the options are here is if you slow down here, if you're like, I'm tired, and you slow down, then you just fail here. Well, at the very least, you can just take a pause. And I definitely think I should talk about finances, right? I should talk about how much money you should have for depending upon how long you're going to be there, budgetary things and all that kind of stuff about what you're approximately going to pay and all that kind of stuff. So I'll definitely get into that on a later video. Now I've started taking down notes. I have a little notepad that I'm writing down all the time when I'm driving by or whatever, and I'm thinking of different content for this. But yeah, I think that's super important. There's just no way to stop here. So when you're tired, you just can't, because if you just stop, then everything here crumbles. So that's what this is. This is at the very least an extended pause, because I'm just exhausted of all of the games, all of the nonsense going on here. That's what it's for. So I hope that answers some questions, or if not questions, I hope that gives helps everybody understand a little bit more to the purpose of all this. And like I said, it's this that helps keep me honest, right? It helps keep me focused on what it is that I'm doing. And so that was it for this one, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.